Hey everybody, REinstein here, and today we're going to be playing Kerbal Space Program Career Mode, and I wanted to do something a little bit more interesting. I wanted to dive into this little building over here called the Administration Building. Now if I go in and go to the Unpaid Research Program bit, under this handsome looking chap, Linus Kerman, if we spend 35 setup costs, it looks like that must be 35 research maybe. It takes 5% reputation gains. Oh no, 35 reputation. Okay, but it yields 1 science for each 2.556 reputation. I think that's as I understand it anyway. I'm going to try and increase it to 10% and accept the strategy. Let's see what this says. Are you sure you want to activate this strategy? It can't be modified once activated. Setup costs 40 reputation. Yes. So that should yield us more science points, which I'm hoping will enable us to speed up our rocket, you know, our whole space thing. So, I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest. Let's go and do some more missions. So we got some simple missions to do, such as this. Test the LVT-45 swivel liquid fuel engine at the launch site. We'll accept that. Science data from space around Kerbal. Relatively simple, so I think we'll accept that. We can also rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of Kerbal. That could be fun. It's difficult, but it could be fun. Conduct observational surveys of the MUN. So for that one we need to be in specific parts of the MUN. I don't want to do that just yet. I'm going to do the science data from space around the MUN as well, I think. And I think that might be my primary mission for this video. So let's dive in. Have a little look at what rockets we've got already made. We have the Kerbal Orbiter. So let's see, 5097 Delta V, but we found this to be a little bit wobbly on launch, didn't we? And we need to get to the MUN without crashing. Ah yes, we need to put our heat shield on. This is pre-heat shield. Let's reduce our ablator. And let's see, what's our thrust to weight ratio? Is this the right rocket? This doesn't look like the right rocket. No, it's the this is the Kerbal Orbiter. Don't save that one. We want the MUN Visitor. This one. Yeah, there we go. So that's got 5,782 meters per second Delta V. It's got a good thrust to weight ratio. Do you know what we could do? I think it's possible we could even add a little bit more fuel on the top here. So let's see how that affects things. Yeah, that still gives us a good thrust to weight ratio on our first stage. So what do we got here? Parachute issues. Electric charge required not being generated. I don't think we've got any way of generating electric charge still. No, we do not. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do, which we forgot last time, was to take up our thermometer. Now we only need 1 of those. Don't give me 4. Thank you. There we go. We'll attach that right there. And I think we're good to go. We did want to take the mystery goo, didn't we? I'll tell you what I'll do. I think I'll attach that to the outside here, and then we can beam back whatever data we get. And then when that decouples, we won't be able to bring it back, obviously. But that'll be fine like that, I think. So let's check on our crew. We got Jebediah, our ace pilot. Should we put Valentina Kerman in charge of this one? No, we do not entrust her. Oh, what? We don't have enough. I know what we need to do. So if I save this rocket. We were only allowed rockets of 30 parts, so if we upgrade this, we should have enough money. If we upgrade, this, where it says max parts supported in the vehicle assembly. So it's expensive to upgrade, 225,000, but we need to do it. So we've now done that. These are all the things you have to juggle. I love it. Alright, let's go. Let's check on our crew once more. Yeah, Jebediah. Now, you can take different crew up. You can take, say, for example, a scientist rather than a pilot, but then you can't engage SAS, so your rocket won't be as stable, and so on and so forth. Now, I think I'm going to go for a bit of a slower launch here. We don't need to burn up all our fuel early on. We don't need to be going quite as fast. So let's see if we can get any good scientific data. Let's just take a look at our contracts just to remind ourselves of what we need to be doing here. Oh, the rocket is tilting. Why are you tilting so much, rocket? Oh dear. You know what I'm going to do? Revert to flight, revert to vehicle assembly, and I think to get us over this initial hurdle of tilting like this, I'm going to put some massive solid fuel boosters on the side here. There we go, that should work. And then we can stabilize it by using these strut connectors. So we'll just put them like so. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. There we go. And that should be enough, fingers crossed. Let's see, 1.72. Yeah, we're good. Let's go to launch again. Try that one more time. And you know what? We could even put these burning at the same time. That would definitely help us. Do you know what? I might do that actually. There we go. Just messing around with my staging a little bit. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Off we go. I hope you're in charge of this time, Jebediah. Oh god, it's wibbly wobbly, but I'm hoping these side fuel boosters would give us like that extra push so we don't tip over quite as much. We're starting to tip just a little bit. And you can see on the left hand side my little fuel seems to be going alright. My solid fuel is obviously burning quicker than my liquid fuel. I haven't got my thrusters at max on my liquid fuel because I don't think there's any need to just yet. Let's get out into space, then we'll look at our contracts once we're stable. The launch phase is the most important, obviously. So, there we go. Let's jettison those, and wow, we are flopping over like a boss. Okay, let's see how high we're going to get. We're only going to get to 27,000 meters. Damn it, we need you to not flop about like this. Oh dear, this is a failure, I think. Look at it wibbly wobbling all over the place. Jebediah, control your rocket. That's not gonna work. We need to figure something out. Why is that doing that? Maybe if I use full thrust, that might help us get the propulsion that we need in order to overcome that early atmospheric impact. Okay, let's try again. Ready, set. Put thrusters to max, and off we go. Yeah, that should give us a nice big speed boost. Let's see what's going on here. Status nominal thrust 203.204 kilonewtons. I think that stands for. Could shut down engine. Oh, if I shut down engine, that could cause some nice, nice crashing. Please don't tilt too much. Please don't tilt too much. It's trying to spin out of control. Come on. Overcome the initial inertia. Wow, look at that rocket just squeezing in on itself. Holy crapola. There we go. Get rid of those. And although it's spinning, let's see how high that's going to take us. Yes, a nice height. So even if it is spinning, we should be golden here. So let's try and regain some control, because we can use that as our... It's not perfect, but we can use that as our way of getting an orbit around Kerbin. Okay, we are nearly in orbit. Come on, spin back into control. Jebediah, you're the worst pilot, mate. Come on, spin back into control. It's like steering the Titanic, this beast. Here we go. Yeah, we have some sort of control. Awesome. Alright, now I want to spin this around just like so. God knows where we're going to end up here. This is bizarre. Yeah, I think that's where we need to be, actually. Sort of roughly going that way. So let's see, can we now create another maneuver? Yeah, I think we'll go for that maneuver where we get into a circular orbit. So that wasn't exactly the most famous launch. I think there needs to be a little bit of tweaking on the rocketry, but nonetheless, looks like we're gonna have our orbit. So let's just maneuver into position here and fire up the rockets. Oh, we're out of fuel on this stage. Yeah. There we go. Away we go. Hi-ho, silver and away. I love this game. Listen to the music, man. Yeah. Okay, so while we're doing that, let's take a look at our contracts. Transmit or recover scientific data from around Kerbal. Now we can do that, no problem. Let's zoom in on our rocket. Get it to spin this way so we can see the temperature. There we go, we'll just log that temperature. And there is no temperature. Right, let's observe the mystery goo then. Alright, there's 2.3 science there. Crew report? How about if we beam that back? What's the problem here? Yeah, there we go. We've now met that part of the contract. Good. And scientific data from around the MUN. Test the LVT-45. We're not able to do that. So, we'll worry about that in another mission. For now, let's go to the MUN and do some science. For science! Can we reset this? Yeah, we can. Sweet. Okay, let's see how our little maneuver's going. And looks like we are good. Let's try and push that out a little bit more. Lovely jubbly. That's good enough for me. Not as good as I would hope, but no, not to worry. Okay, wow, we're well out of synchronization with the MUN. So, in order to correct that, you could just to show you what I mean, like the sort of angle that we're rotating around the Earth. If you see, the MUN is going around rather horizontally here, but if I zoom in on me, we've got like a weird inclination going on. So the way to correct that, if I go to the descending or ascending node, click on add maneuver, you can maneuver these pink icons, and then that will make you basically sort out you want to try and get it to 0 as much as possible. So there we go. What are we at now? We are at 0.3, so that's quite close. That would probably be good enough. 0.3. Yeah, that'll do. So if we leave that maneuver there, as you can see, it's quite a lot of our delta V that we're having to use here. I'm getting rid of this orbit here. We've still got 2,387 delta V, which should be enough to get us to the MUN and back, he says with trepidation. But if it doesn't, then we'll still be able to get some scientific data from outer space here. Just fast forwarding to my maneuver point here. 20 seconds left. There we go. 20 seconds for our estimated burn. There we go. And engage the rockets. So let's see what we're dealing with here. We haven't got much fuel left. God, that's a bit of a brute, this rocket, isn't it? So where's the Earth? Where's the Earth? There it is. So we're just correcting our orbit around Earth right now. There we go. Jettison that one and use our little mini rocket. And how's our angle doing? Not too bad. We're nearly corrected. There we go. I think that'll do. I think we're good. Let's see. 1.5. That's within the margin of error. I think that should be fine. And our periapsis of Kerbal 141. Alright, and the MUN's going around there. So let's try and create a maneuver, let's say there. See if we can get an encounter with it, first of all. There we go. Quite close. Move that around a little bit. Oh, look at that. That's nice. And that only needs 700. Hang on. How much delta V have we got left? Let me just mess around with this a minute. Delta V, 1,851. So we only need 747. So let's position ourselves on our nav ball, facing towards that little blue icon. And in 21 minutes, obviously less than that because we're fast forwarding, we will be in position to do our maneuver. So we need to burn 747. Okay. 53 seconds. So speed that up a little bit. There we go. Now, as discussed in my previous video, you can try and get your node in T to be half of the estimated burn for the perfect maneuver, but I don't need to be that precise here, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Now, while that's doing its thing, let's take a look at the beauty of Kerbal. I absolutely love it. It looks amazing when you see the view. Even though it's a game, I absolutely love it. So, alright, the goo's not really doing much. Let's do a crew report. Oh, I think... Did I choose so we're able to do EVAs? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, well, not to worry. Oh, let's go back in and check on our maneuver. Okay, 100 meters per second roughly left. Can we meet the moon? There we go. Beautiful. And that leaves us with 1103 delta V left. Cool. So let's go rendezvous with the moon. Get some valuable data. And take that back to Kerbin. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. So the mystery goo should give us something interesting to look at now. Yeah, there we go. 20 science. Brilliant. So we'll keep that data. Can we do a temperature reading? Let's see here. Log temperature. Ooh, 16. Measuring the temperature of space appears to be quite impossible, as there is no matter around to be either hot or cold, except the spacecraft and the thermometer itself. This is probably going to give the R&D guys something to think about for a while. I wish we could do an EVA here, but never mind. What about the materials bay? We're going to get anything from there? Not really. We'll wait till we get closer to the moon. So, let's set up a maneuver here. So we need to transmit or recover scientific data from space around the moon. So I don't necessarily have to beam it back. I can just keep it and then land on Kerbin. So let's get quite close, like so. I don't know how close you can get to the moon. If anyone knows, let me know. I mean, maybe it'll suck me into its gravitational forces or something. I don't know. Okay. Here we go. Let's position there. 54 minutes is our next maneuver. There we go. And slow ourselves down. So keep in mind the usefulness of this flight engineer mod. It's really good. It tells you how much delta V you've got left with the fuel you've got. So I can do this safely without worrying that I've got no fuel left. Alright, let's see how close we're going to get. Nice, nice. Then let us get even closer. Let's do a little slingshot around there. And what can we look at here? Log temperature, crew report. Well, I'm not getting any data from it, but let's beam that back and see if that... Yeah, that meets that contract obligation. Now, what about if we observe our materials bay? 10.9 science. Disappointing. Oh, well. We'll keep that, I guess. And we've still got a mystery goo, so let's observe that. Another 20 science. So not too bad, not too shabby at all. I think the EVAs are really going to boost our science value. And we can aim for Minmus next as well, actually. Depending on if we can get some bigger rockets. Alright, now let's escape back out into the Kerbosphere. Oh, sugar. Okay, just slightly missed my maneuver point there. Okay, fast forward. And let's try and land safely back on our home planet. Wow, we're doing like a hop there. Look at that. What's going to go on there? Oh, we're back in contact with the moon again. We should land on there. If I didn't have Jebediah on board, I would definitely land on there. But no. We can't do that. Looks like I better do another maneuver here. Okay, but that's in 4 hours. Plenty of time to think about what a mistake it was putting REinstein in charge of the space program. Here we go. Few minutes left. Let's do a little burn here. And hopefully we should be able to escape, finally, the moon here. It's proven a bit tricky. Normally not so tricky, but there we go. Alright, here we go. We're fully back into the gravitational field of Kerbin. So now we can create our maneuver to head back home. Get Jebediah safely back on. So that looks like a good maneuver. He can go back home to see his wife. He's like, wife, this guy's crazy in charge of the space program. What the hell we doing putting him in charge? He's sending me up here on goddamn goose chase. We didn't even need that science. There we go. Sorry, Jeb. Sorry, mate. I will help you out, sir, but if you keep sending me up here on wild goose chases, I ain't gonna do no one no good. Yeah, I know, Jeb, I know. Don't worry about it, bruh. There you go, mate. So, let's get closer to landing. Oh, God almighty. We slingshotted round the Earth. Whee! There we go. How close are we now? Are we slingshotting round again? Let's see here. No, that should land us. We should land there. I might use up the rest of the fuel I have. No, do you know what? We better see if this is going to make us land. Are we getting in contact here? Is it going to drag us into its gravitational well? It is. It is. Oh, God. Quick. There we go. Face the fire. Damn it, Jebediah. You okay, bro? I'm fine. Just scared that my rocket's going to burn up. Don't worry, sir. We'll try to bring you... Oh, my goodness. We'll try to bring you back in one piece. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know what happened there. It looks like one of my mystery goo containers came off. Holy crap. Come on now, Jeb. Oh, look at that. Look at that camera angle. Wee-ha! If only I could get him sitting on the outside swinging a lasso and having a cowboy hat on. That'd be awesome. Yee-haw, cowboy! I'm coming home, Mama. Oh, God, no! Jettison that part of the rocket. Too dangerous. There you go, Jeb. You're gonna be fine. A bit of a failure mission, but you're gonna be fine at least. Damn, I love the sound of it. Come on, Jeb. You gonna land properly this time? Will I be able to save your ass? Probably not, sir. Alright. And we're plunging. We're plunging. Oh, God. Don't leave me to die, sir. Open the parachutes. Please. No. Okay. I'll do it if you insist. There we go. And we have safety. And although it wasn't the most successful mission, we did meet our contractual obligations. I just wish I had bigger rockets so we could fire this bad boy to the moon, get it landed, you know, walk around, even get some buggies going in the future. That's what I plan on doing. It's going to be amazing. Shamaze balls. Okay, Jebediah, you can come down now. You don't need to go so slow. Maybe we could cut one of the parachutes. Cut it. Cool. Where has it gone? It's just disappeared. But at least it enables us to plow into the water faster. There you go, mate. Alright, everything alright now? Let's do a little crew report. Nah, nothing. Can you EVA here, or is it blocked? You can! Splendid. EVA report, no, still nothing. I see. I can't get back in the crew hatch. Let's recover our vessel. I always do that, I don't know why. I keep messing it up. Never mind. It's too early in the morning, guys. That's what it is. Alright, let's recover Jebediah. No XP gain. I'm not surprised, mate. You didn't do very well. It's not my fault. It's your fault. Alright, we're now at 63 science. That's pretty good, but it's not the 90 that I wanted. Let's take a look at the contracts. What we could do next. Couple of easy missions. Test a 48 7S Spark liquid fuel engine at the launch site. That's quite a nice, easy one. Conduct observational surveys of the moon. I want to go for this. Rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of Kerbal. Might do that on the next video. It's going to be difficult, but I'm going to do it. Alright, guys. So, I suppose let's take a quick look at the research quickly. Yeah, we need 90 for heavy rocketry. Aviation, we only need 45. And flight control. I suppose I could get that, so then I can get the inline reaction wheel, but I don't think I'm going to bother. What I am going to do is unlock facility level 1 or 2, whatever it would be, in the astronaut complex. Because then, as you can see, we can have Kerbals performing EVAs, and they can place flags, which is cool. So let's upgrade that. Alright, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and you maybe learned something. Probably not, because I'm useless. But let me know your thoughts. And take care. Have a great day. See you soon, everyone. Bye-bye.